Alright, we'll be trying out the new StarCraft Nexus Co-op commander, Jinara. We'll be going for Wheel of Misfortune here. With these mutators, Alien Incubation, Just Die, Avenger, Endurance Training. We'll be going with these masteries. We won't be going for Sacrifice much. We don't really care about that. So we'll get Mass Recall cooldown. We'll get Research Resource Cost Reduction. And then we'll get the increased Chrono Burst. We'll go the second path and be focusing on the Warp Prisms and the Blood Hunters. Most likely Blood Hunters. We could also go some Stalkers, but because there are going to be so many Broodlings and Infested, I think Blood Hunters are the way to go. Okay, start off standard here. Just get some probes. We'll go up to 14 and then get our Pylon. And after we get our Pylon up, we'll be able to Chrono Burst. It's a really good Chrono Burst. Very strong. Just takes health from the Nexus, but that's fine. We don't plan on, you know, using it as a tank, so it can get low health. And then we'll be going this second path, the Soul Crystal Ascension Frenzy, and that'll allow us to mass a bunch of Warp Prisms. And then we'll put Blood Hunters in them. I definitely think that's the way to go. Stalkers, they have decent range in the prism, so you can put Stalkers and Blood Hunters in, and they'll use abilities in there, or an attack in there. But the Stalkers, they're like good range, good single target, but I think the Blood Hunters will just shred everything with the AoE. We'll actually need to get a fairly early gateway here, so we can take up to Blood Hunters early on, because we'll have to defend for this mutation. We'll be able to go here, though. We'll get our first Prism plus Jinara. And she's not that strong. We're not going to be upgrading her or anything. We're not going to be getting any sacrifices with her. So she is... We'll get a Pylon real quick. She is pretty much going to be useless. But we can maybe snipe a couple of buildings here. We'll also be wanting to make use of our Legion of Last Wish. Basically, it's going to sacrifice something to give us... what is it? Well, this corruption energy. And we'll be able to use that to get free Warp Prisms. Well, not free, but at the cost of minerals, because we'll just use them on supplicants and stuff. Can also get nice buffs off of it. Like, we could just send a probe in now. I'll give an example, because it's quite strong. Send a probe in and sacrifice it and just get a ton of damage off of it. Get this gas going. Get this chrono going, and we'll get this pylon going. And then check out this probe. So, it's just gonna fucking melt everything around it. We'll just leave that there to do its thing. Very strong. It's great for clearing out expansions and stuff, but only 50 minerals plus that. Which you kind of want to use on cooldown anyway for... Well, not free energy, but you definitely want to be using that energy. Or gaining that energy. So we can get another prism here. It's almost nighttime. It is now. We'll back off. She didn't even clear a building, I don't think. But we'll be able to get our Blood Hunters now. So we'll keep up these probes. We'll need another pylon going soon and a couple more gateways. We can get forges in a bit as well because our upgrades are really cheap. Our first ones will only cost 40. But the cost of the actual forge is going to be a bit. So as we see there, the Blood Hunters are doing some attacks in this prison. Just use her to tank for now, basically. Might have to make a set of preservers just to keep her alive. We'll see. We might have to sacrifice probes, actually. We'll see, though. Ideally, we can just keep up with these Blood Hunters. Yeah, I think I'm going to sacrifice a probe. If she dies, I don't really care. She'll come back once we use this ability again, if she's dead. So I've got these going. Get them in the prisons. Get these on hotkeys. And try and keep them close to the battle. So where's our probe? We'll just keep them in front. And we'll get a bit of a surplus of probes there, just to make sure we can sacrifice them whenever. Get these upgrades going. So first night's pretty simple. We'll just be sitting here defending, building up our economy, getting ready to mass all these units. We'll get another prism going there. Where did my Jinara go? Oh yeah, I picked her up. I mean, that's fine. She can stand there. Stay out of trouble. Get these pylons going back again. We'll start these upgrades. Very cheap, 40. We'll be looking for very few upgrades as well, other than the main ones here. And the only one that really matters... Well, I mean the the shields and the armor does help a bit, but the attack's going to be the big one. But other than that, we're only really going to want, where is it, these upgrades, the prism upgrades, and we're going to need Psych Council for that, which is this building. We can build a robotics facility, just so we can build these units on our own, the prisms on our own, that's where they're built. Warp in a couple of supplicants just to sacrifice them for energy. Get some probes going out here as well. And then look how fast that research is as well. So we'll be able to get 222 once that comes up. Get these warping in. Need more warp gates, more pylons. But yeah, those are really the only upgrades we need. We don't need the DT upgrades. They're not going to do anything for us while they're in the prism. It's more so stuff that helps when they're actually fighting on their own outside of prisms. So for this, it's not a big deal. We'll get another prism going. And then we can move out. Well, we'll actually have to defend this first because of all the broodlings that are spawning. But soon we'll be able to move out. Okay, there we go. Just pick these up. They should be able to defend. And they can full wall as well, which is really nice. Because we can just fly over it. So we'll get that going and some pylons. So here we go. We just fly over stuff. They attack while on move command as well. We don't even have to attack move. So kind of like a battle cruiser. You can just move and have your attacks going off. It's pretty fucking strong, I think. So as long as we build up that early economy, we can get this going and ramp up really fast to do some insane AoE damage as well. But now we're just going to need to keep these warping in. Try and warp them in on cooldown so we don't have to worry about building too many gates. Since it'll cost us a bit of minerals. We don't have a whole lot in our bank at the moment. Gotta watch out for those broodlings coming in there while he's still sitting up. Sacrifice our supplicants. Converting minerals to energy. Because as the game goes on, we will be a bit more gas starved than mineral starved. Just keep this going as well, whereas one of our probes. And are we 333? No, we will be in a bit though. I should really be getting this actually, where I don't have anything on hotkey. Getting this, I want the speed one actually, that one looks way more fun. It's very nice once you get these upgrades. They research really fast anyway, but once you get the speed and the paradox engine, you can just zoom through everything with the warp prisms, and we'll see how that works in a bit. So the speed does this, the over frequency resonance, the paradox engine does this, and once you use it, you can blink as well, and then once the duration runs out, we'll be pulled back to where we cast it. So let's clear a bit of this out, then head back. We didn't clear out too much while we were just looking around and looking at the abilities and upgrades and stuff. But I think the next day we'll be able to clear out a ton. Just steadily building up our warp prism count and our DT count. Might need a few more pylons soon. So we'll get that going, may as well. I'll try and keep them all like centralized near, actually, closer to mid so that they can get the nexuses out. Probably shouldn't have built these ones. It'll be fine though. I'm not going to destroy them. It'll be fine. Do we have any more prisms? We do. We have probably another couple of charges of the last wish coming in, so we'll use that up. Another one coming in soon. And we've got all the upgrades we want now, I believe. Where's my core? Yeah, we've got all the upgrades we need now. So we'll just keep going blood hunters. Now we only care about units. Get this on a hotkey in case we do want to make arc prisms. Make a couple actually. We'll end up maxing out anyway, and with this path that we chose, the warp prisms are free supply. So it is kind of limited to how many blood hunters you can make, because without units in them, the warp prisms don't do a whole lot. But it is nice to have spare in case one goes down. Like if one dies, your units drop out of it as well, instead of just being destroyed. So if a prism dies, our units can drop out and we can just place them in a new one. Assuming the units don't die. But keep this up, get more blood hunters. Yeah, I think we are going to be able to clear out a whole lot of the map on the next day. As long as we just survive these broodlings, which should be fine. It's definitely not a problem so far. Okay, we're hitting a bit of a mineral block, actually. Oh, we are out of prisms. Okay, well, we'll make more. Where's this rallied to? Here. Yeah, that's a good place for it to rally. Maybe I do want to make some gas units to sacrifice. What would be gas efficient? Looks like... Probably... Looks like the Ascendant would be, but then I have to research the Forsaken Archive. We can also just not sacrifice, that's fine. Keep making these, keep making the art prisms. We'll soon be able to warp in another, there we go. And then get these going. These Blood Hunters back. So we're at 167 supply. We haven't even needed to sacrifice any probes. Because they've been defending just fine. But if something like... If it were to get bad, and they were to break into the base, we'd just be able to sacrifice a probe or two. They would aggro the enemies would attack it, and it'd just be... Well, especially versus all the broodlings and stuff. Like, look at this. Especially versus the broodlings and stuff, it just melt them all with the AoE attack. This is crazy. So we'll be able to speed through here as well. And then just move command back. We can blink if we need to. It's nice for dodging abilities like fungal or like Seeker missiles is really good. But now we'll see how much we can clear out in a single day with a what I think is a fairly difficult set of mutations. It's not the most difficult, but I feel like it's pretty hard. But with this hero and the second path, we can just go through everything so fast. Get more of these. Maybe I even want more gateways at this point. So I'll start looking for my probes. Definitely want more pylons. I'm going to be maxed out in a little bit. And may as well just spam arc prisms if possible. Or while we just keep moving these out. We don't even have to micro them, just move command in. Like if something gets close, they're almost definitely going to die anyway. The main thing that this would be weak against is if we come up against like a boss, like one of the boss ultralisks or something that spawn. But even then, we're going to have so much DPS versus... Okay, so we've got like the Viper we can just split, and if we had that going, we could just blink it away. But, well, there's like a big unit, but we just have so much DPS. If it were a few big units, then we could even just have Stalkers in there, and they do great single target damage. But so do the Blood Hunters, they also do great single target damage, so that's not a problem. And then, I mean, no point focusing on that guy, he's not going to do anything to us. Let's see how we do during the night, actually. Fighting these guys at night. But yeah, we haven't even been paying much attention to these prisms. It does look like they're defending just fine, so we'll just keep going with this. Be able to get another for free. Oh, I have actually never seen this spawn up here. I think usually because this is one of the last places you clear out on these missions. But yeah, I've never seen the bonus objective spawn up here. But yeah, not a problem. I mean, it is a bit slow with the single target damage, but it's also very safe and very easy, and you can dodge abilities and stuff, so definitely not something to be worried about. Go warp in some more stuff. We'll go and pick them up. I want that DPS. Clear whatever we run past as we go through. Okay, gotta pick all these guys up and then we'll head back out. Speed out, actually. It's so nice having these like move speed abilities and mobility abilities on these prisms as well. And then just just run through everything. And they did The Viper did use the Parasitic Swarm on me, but it does like no damage as well. Because these guys are quite tanky. Although, are we getting overrun at our base? It might be a little bit, might have to come back. Okay, well, I can go deal with the Nidus one. Yeah, no problem, I'll come back. I'm also kind of just making it even harder for them by spawning a bunch of shit. Especially as we kill things. I'll be able to hold this side, no problem. Pick up these DTs, these Blood Hunters. I'll come over here as well. Split up some of my units. And we can take out that. We'll actually have to head over. I'll blink onto it as well, so I can kill it ASAP. Should be enough. Should be before it runs out. Oh, fuck, it wasn't. Oh, well, that's fine. Whatever comes out of there is going to die. May as well make some more prisms while we're here. I do need one more pylon by the looks of it. I'm at 199 max supply. So it's almost daytime anyway. We took a bit of damage, but we cleared out half the map already. Gotta find out which... Okay, I've maxed out my prism cargo, so I'm definitely gonna need more. May as well sacrifice at this point. Also, yeah, when you sacrifice units, they get different abilities that they can use. Not all units can use abilities, I don't think. Yeah, but I mean, some of them are really strong, like the probe that we saw. Alright, it's about time for us to move out again. I don't have any more prisms, I don't think. No, I'm full on cargo. Okay, let's just move out. Oh, I didn't even realize I was getting attacked. That is fine by me. I don't even need that supply. So I'll just... Yeah, I guess clear out the map. I have so much DPS now. Just speed on through. I'm actually going to sacrifice these guys. Yeah, we are just melting absolutely anything we walk through. I gotta keep in mind though that as I'm doing that... Oh, okay, there's Sally. As I'm doing that, I am creating a bunch of broodlings that might be running back to our guys. Oh, did I F2? Oops. Quickly pick this guy up before he dies. Hopefully, nah, not quite. Unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, most of the broodlings that get spawned are just going to insta-die anyway to our massive DTs going through. We'll make a couple of stalkers as well, just to see the attack, but in this mission it's definitely not the important one. We'll head back real fast. We can also just phase mode. And then warp in some stuff here. And then, do we have any prisms with free cargo? We have a few. Or at least a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Is he going to destroy it before I get there? I think so. Mostly because I cast this. Alright. GG. So yeah, I've tried out all the Jinara paths. This one that we did seems the most straightforward. There's also the first one that does them. Like, it does Sky Toss. Kind of like we did there, except with big, strong units instead of a bunch of prisms. And then the third one, that's like more centered around sacrificing and stuff and using that corruption energy. That one's a lot more complicated from what I tried, but we'll see if we can give them all a go.